So Steam Next Fest is right around the corner and there's a lot of new games dropping soon and plenty of demos to play through, and this time I wanted to showcase a brand new card building RPG called Xenotheria. Xenotheria takes place on a frontier mining planet called Wolf Prime after a mysterious force starts pulling spaceships out of the sky and death and destruction rains down and litters the landscape of Wolf Prime with wreckage, debris, and danger. Now that is just the quickest synopsis that I can get of this game. I came across this game because, you know, Steam Next Fest is always something like magical. I've covered plenty of demos that drop on the Next Fest, and I swear you just gotta love being a gamer at this point, bro. These games are fun, especially these demos, and I definitely can't wait for them to fully come out. But I want to talk a little bit about the gameplay of Xenotheria, just to give you guys something to know of what to expect if you guys were to actually go play this yourselves or actually go get the full game. Deck building. This game is a card building, deck building based game, and the entire game is centered around deck building. You pretty much start off from the very beginning. That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming that it's the very beginning because this is a demo. But you start at the beginning, and it has this top-down overview of the map, which that is pretty much how you'll be walking around. This is how you collect your resources. This is how you have your fighting encounters. This is how you explore the world. But you will come across stationary enemies with an exclamation point right on the top of their head that is going to be rained red, assuming that basically means danger, which, yes, it does mean danger, and the game kind of emphasizes that when the characters are speaking back and forth with each other. You hop into the actual match, and boom, now we're set up to the card or deck TCG based part of the game. This is where the tactical part of the game comes about, where you're strategizing where to place the characters. Now, to be honest with you, and I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, honestly, I may or may not been randomizing my way of placing down my units, because right now I don't know what exactly is a good way of tactical. So I kind of place the dude who was a tank in front of the bigger, heavier guys, my rogue further in the back, just kind of getting the gist, and I feel like my other guy is a spellcaster, so I kind of have him in the mid lane to help take care of. Then once you get past the tactical strategic placement, the actual game begins and it becomes a card game. Now, you do take turns back and forth between your turn and the enemy's turn, and pretty much you can do as much movement, a lot of attacking as much as you can. It's it definitely reminds you of other card building games, but it was pretty fun to say the least, due to the fact of you can continue attacking as much as you can as long as you have enough energy. The energy is how much you can actually expend on per card to actually play. Just in case if you played any trading card game, you know that you need some form of energy or some form of currency in order to play that card. Magic the Gathering, they have mana. Yu-Gi-Oh! Not so much. You do have the stars, but they have a certain different way of handling that. And a lot of other games do so as well. You just need some form of currency to play this. And this game is no different. So when you finally hop in, each character has a unique set cards that you can pretty much play as. And you're unique to them. So when you cast a card, that character does said movement, whether they're casting a block, whether they're attacking, evading, moving, anything of that nature, it's going to only work on that person. And definitely, just like any other card game, read the descriptions of the cards and you should be fine. I haven't run into any major problem or anything that went down while I was playing, so I was actually not too bad about that. But another cool thing is the crafting system. You can actually craft your very own cards from the resources you find while you're out and about and traveling the world. And it's a very handcrafted world too. Did a little bit of research, learned that everything was formulated. There's no procedurally generated worlds. Everything was nicely handcrafted, and it looks amazing, to be honest with you. Once you are out in the world and you're crafting, you're getting your resources, you then essentially can take those resources to make the card, and you can now have your very own unique play style. Also, the combat is more of a grid combat system and a nice overview of the map as well while you're playing. It all looks nice. But with the card battles, after using tactical positioning, and strategic card play, you can overcome almost any powerful enemy you come across. I spent about a good 30 to 50 minutes actually playing this game and getting a general idea of how the demo, and I'm currently playing it off camera, so I'm actually loving it so much. I want to see what you guys think about it. You can swap party members to maximize your deck's effectiveness for specific encounters against specific enemies. And Xenotheria fuses elements of role-playing and card games. That's kind of the part where that made me go, ooh, I like that. And I figured a lot of you guys would like that too. It's offering a brand new experience through a isometric overworld exploration type game, because you got the two parts. You got that exploring and you got the card battles. And it has a story-rich single-player campaign, which by far I'm actually loving the particular prologue that they have given us. So like why we're even on this planet, who we're looking for. I don't want to spoil anything. I want you guys to hop on and play it yourself. Party-based positional combat, which like I said, positioning your characters to make sure they can optimize their different locations. Currently right now I don't know what's a good formation, so I just kind of been playing it by ear. And of course, probably the best thing for anybody who like you guys who just like making decks and making builds and seeing how well they work out, the deck construction is thoroughly highly customizable with a great upgradable system. So I don't know what you guys think about Xenotheria. Hopefully, for all my deck building RPG fans out there, this is something new that you guys can sink your teeth into. I had a great time playing this game. But as always, let me know what you guys think about Xenotheria in the comment section below. I want to hear you guys talk about it. Also, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video. It helps out a lot. Your boy's on his way to 1,000 subscribers. But as always, this has been your host, KICTV, here at Chaotic Inc., signing out. Peace.
Manifest. I don't sleep, that's so weak, don't plan to rest. I'm from a hood where you die if you don't pack a vest. No culinary degrees, but whipping crack the best. Chefing, hard times taught lessons. Praying every night to pull up in park Benzes. What's my home is what you call trenches. You wouldn't last a day seeing life through all lenses. It's all tension, no sun and rain and plenty. Full-time job, still can never make a penny. I ain't